Why, hello there, everybody. Let me just double check my recording. Am I? Yes, I am. Okay. So, hello. I'm sorry if you can hear my dryer. It kind of... It's going hard not to have it in the background. So, yeah, between the dryer flicking around and my fan, there's going to be a little bit of noise, but it's just going to have to do until I can afford a new fan. Technically, it's one of the two fans on my GTX 970, if you wonder what the clicking noise is. Anyway, so we are going to play... Oh. Okay, so we have all of the content here. Okay, so we're going to play Dead in Vinland. The great thing about this is I think it is a loose telling of what happened in Canada, I believe. So, a little bit of history, if it is based on that. Vinland is the area of coastal North America explored by Norse Vikings, where Leif Erikson first landed around AD 1000, approximately 5 centuries prior to the voyages of Christopher Columbus and John Cabot. Vinland was the name given to North America as far as it was explored by the Norse, presumably both Newfoundland and the Gulf of St. Lawrence, as far northeastern as New Brunswick, where the eponymous grapevines are found. In 1960, archaeological evidence of the only known Norse site in North America outside Greenland was found at, I'm gonna butcher this, I'm sorry, I do not know French very well. Get more into that as to why later. At Lance Meadows on the northern tip of Newfoundland. Before the discovery, archaeological evidence, Vinland was known only from Old Norse sagas and medieval historiography. The 1960 discovery proved that the pre-Columbian the Norse exploration of mainland North America, Lance Meadow, may correspond to the camp of Stramfjord. I hope I said that correctly as well. Mentioned in the saga of Eric the Red. So if this is based on that, then that's really cool. So we're gonna get on with this Let's Play. So I'm gonna check the mark here. We're gonna call this Let's Play. We're gonna do story mode, and we're gonna do survival, and just do tutorial because it's good to know things, right? Right.
I've always had simple needs. A roof. A family. A peaceful life. But, like the skalds sing, you can't always get what you want. And what the gods gave me was fire and steel.
Kill the bastard!
They screamed. Luckily, we were warned in time. I can't forget the tears of my beloved Blodeuwed when they burned down our house. Our memories. I yelled, "Drop these bags and row if you want to live." We barely escaped on a stolen boat, with no map and no destination. They didn't bother to follow us. No turning back. We were exiled. This is how our miserable journey began. We drifted for days. Depressed, hungry, lost. We thought we had reached the end of the world. When the gods sent us the most terrible storm, our fate was decided. Death, oblivion. Then, we saw it, coming out of nowhere. Salvation? Or Loki's dirty tricks? The gods are playing with us. But I just know that we must survive.
And I'll survive. But we will survive. Bad joke is bad. Especially when you muck it about. Bloodwood, Carrie, Moira, where are you? We're here, honey. We're fine. Odin be praised. Why did I sound like the Skyrim guard? The Allfather hasn't completely abandoned us, it seems. I wouldn't have bet on it, considering the last turn of events. Carrie, my child, are you alright? Yeah, Mum, I'm great. Our home bird, Njord's best storm in our asses and Dad's perfect landing on the sharp rocks of an unknown island. A perfect day. Joke with her. In our misery, we can be thankful that we didn't get Njord's rod up our asses. Believe me, honey. Ugh. Gross. I'm going to throw up. Yeah, well, that's cute and all. But what do we do now? Do we have an idea of where Where we are, Eric? No, we drifted far to the west over many days, to the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Oh my god, I hope I don't get copyright claim. Never heard of an island that goes so far out to the west. I don't think any Norseman ever went here. We should explore the vicinity, and if we can find someone that could help us. I hope that someone doesn't turn out to be a frost giant or worse. We'll see. The family, still disoriented by the shipwreck, started to look around. They decided to walk away from the sad remains of the ship and explore the woods. Dun dun dun! The forest was silent as themselves. The atmosphere was getting tense when... Look! Over there! A track! Kairi rushed to take the path, and the others followed her. They continued like this for almost an hour, when they finally found the end of the path, outside the forest. A wooden shack just here! Doesn't seem to be inhabited though. Look for survivors. You look around for a while when you see 3 piles of dusty bones. One of them has a big hole in his skull. Here they are. Man, Moira's hair is just, oof, so good. I'm just gonna put my hoodie on because, oh my god, it's chilly. The joys of living in a basement. Who do you think they were? How did they die? Is the island inhabited? What do we do now? There are 3 people living on this island at some point, so we can hope that there are more. But we can't be sure. We'll be sure when we have explored all of the island. I don't really care about the who's and the what's and stuff. We just need a place to stay, right? Now we try our best to survive. There's no hope of turning back to our home. Only fire and steel await us there. Oh, hello. So we must start a new life here. It may be the land of new possibilities for us as long as we stick together. What a nice little thing to say. I'm thankful to Frigg to be able to endure this hardship with my husband, my dear sister, and my daughter.
Aw, you guys are just a bunch of saps, aren't ya?
Without my family, I wouldn't have the will to fight and live. We're here for you, sister. Always.
Oh, look at all these beautiful things everyone is saying.
But I still hope this cursed island is inhabited. Time will be very long if it's just the four of us. And we'll need husbands if we're going to repopulate the island. Right, Kairi? Ugh, no way ever. You can stay in bed with your dirty dreams, and I'm going to explore this island and make it mine. Listen, everyone, now's not the time for jokes. We still have plenty to do if we want to survive. We still have enough potable water for a few days if we ration ourselves, but we can't rely on that. I found 2 big barrels that we can use as containers for our water. I really need to turn that off, but I'm gonna figure it out in a little bit. Don't forget, don't drink water coming from the rivers before boiling it. You'd be sick to death.
Don't want that beaver fever now, don't you?
So that means we need to build a fire, and quickly. I only have 1 fire mushroom left. Here, take it. We have a lot of these. I don't know if they're actually used for that, but maybe one day I'll figure it out. Good, we'll need to build a lot of things if we want to settle here. I'll set up a workshop with a few tools where I can work quietly. Oh, you're the workshop lady. Doi. But we'll need resources. Wood, stone, ropes. We can scavenge some wood from our ship for now. We still had a bit of food left on it too. We should go and fetch it. Yes, but it won't last long. We mustn't rely on that too much. I looked around and found some things we could use. Check it out! Apparently Loki is playing that plane game. Good job, Carrie. Kari. We should explore the surroundings some more. We may find food, resources, and whatnot. Always the whatnots. And beasts and traps. I agree that we should explore, but be careful. We don't know what to expect. Let's start working on this camp. We have plenty to do. Dead in Vinland is a turn-based game, so you can always take your time to think. Each day is divided into 3 phases. Morning and afternoon, during which your characters can perform various tasks on the camp, and at night, when they discuss, eat, drink, and rest a little before the next day. Bloop. Your most critical resources are fire and water. Always keep an eye on their levels. Click on this button to access water and fire management. Right now, your fire is completely off. You can light the fire using 5 wood and 1 tinder. Once lit, you only need to feed it some wood when intensity decreases. Be careful though, without fire the family won't hold for long, and tinder is very scarce. Could you stop doing that, Rainer? Thank you. They also can't survive drinking non-potable water, so it needs to be purified into potable water by boiling it. Notice the decrease of fire intensity in the process. This will definitely require some fine-tuned management. Bloop. Bloop. Now, it is time to assign tasks to your characters. There are still some supplies left in your shipwreck. Someone should take care of the scavenging. All the characters can be accessed from the sidebar and just need to be dragged and dropped onto the activity slot in the camp. For now, drag Moira and drop her onto the search slot. Great! We'll see later how to execute the assigned tasks, once everyone has something to do. Now, someone should take care of fetching the water. Drag Bloodowed and drop her onto the fetch water slot. You definitely need to upgrade your camp to be able to decently live here. Well, yeah, I hope so. The workshop enables the crafting activity, but contains many ways to improve your camp. You can build new activity stations and also upgrade existing ones. Assign Eric to the craft slot. Choose a plan. Choose a crafting plan. Let's make this. Bloop. Yes, got it. Bloop. Every station, apart from shipwreck and expedition camp, deteriorate a little bit each night, and every time they're being used by some of the characters. Lower condition means lower efficiency, so be sure to repair them frequently and keep them at maximum output. Bloop. Bloop. Don't use too many resources. You will need them to build your lumber camp when crafting. They require items that only consumed when the task is actually executed, allowing you to change your mind before going to the next phase. But we'll get full control just after. Bloop. Assign Kyrie to the Explorer spot. Bloop. Finally, all the characters have something to do. You just need to let them time flow and observe the outcome of each activity. Scavenging, +1. +2 wood. +3 rope. +1 fabric. Ooh, +2 raw fish. +4 bait. +1 ointment. Angelica. Celadine ointment. Minus wood. Minus rope. Got water. Looks like Kairi just finished exploring a new area of the island. Let's have a look at what they're using the map. Click on the newly discovered area marked with a red exclamation mark to open it. We found a wheat patch. I totally just did not read that because I got excited. So we'll harvest. Who has the highest harvesting? That will be this lady over here. You search for the best looking sprouts and bring them back to camp. You grab a fistful of wheat and carefully cut the wheat down at the ground. Once you have enough, you tie the bundles into sheaves. Let's harvest again. She still has the best one. Woo! Moira's level 2. Hunt here. Hunting 45. It will be this lady over here. The tall grass is a perfect spot to hunt for birds and small rodents. I'm gonna try this one. Yeah! We made our stealth check. Looking for animal tracks, you find rodents' prints and feces in the dirt. Now you follow the trail to a small hole. You place some wheat as bait nearby and wait as an inhabitant eventually comes out. The animal looks unlike anything you saw before, but meat is meat. In a swift movement, you jump on the rodent and slit its throat.
Yeah.
Back to camp we go. Some items are usable, in which they can be used instantly on any character. Those are very helpful in keeping them up and running, so you should definitely remember to use them. You can access them in the item pop-up via the sidebar or by clicking directly onto a character. Try using an item, the character who needs the most, but be careful or because of a personal preference. It's up to you after all. Let's see, 21 depression, 35, 23, 12. We're gonna use it on Moira. Could you please move? Cat. I love you, but you need to move. Yes. In order to manage properly the family's well-being and efficiency, your most valuable resource is the character sheet, where you can find all the pieces of information you need about each character. You can access the character sheet via the sidebar or by clicking directly onto a character. Character sheet. The health of the character is composed of 5 distinct parts. If any of these go way to 100%, the character dies. If one of the 4 family members dies, it's game over. Every character has different strengths expressed by their skills. The skills will increase over time when being used. Skills are grouped into 4 categories, each of which is being negatively affected by different elements of the health of the character. Every task in the cap is associated to a skill, and the character with higher skill will yield better results. You should be able to plan the next phase on your own, leaving the characters to the current task or swap them around depending on their skills, needs, and repair. Once everything seems fine, just click the next button to end the phase. So I'm just going to go to the character sheet, and I'm just going to see something for a second. Scavenging 35. 47. Yeah, so we will okay, if they have beast handling, then we'll just make them a breeder. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap them out. Got some more wood. Got some more rope. Got some fabric. Oh wow. We got a lot of meat now. We got a lumber camp. Hell yeah. You're getting fatigued really easy. The sun is fading. Time for the family to make final arrangements before the night, during which they can chat, drink some water, eat a bit of, and sleep. Though there's nothing set in stone, but it's good rule of thumb to have some food, approximately 1 potable water per person, to be sure that the fire intensity is high enough, so that it won't die down during their sleep. Just click the end day button when everything is taken care of. So we'll just go explore this area, maybe. Tinder tree. Check this out. Actually, we're just gonna go back to camp and do this when we wake up, because yeah. End the day. Okay, that's enough for today. Come back, everyone. It's time to grab a bite and try to sleep a little. You can start without me. I want to consolidate this shelter some more. You shouldn't overdo it, Eric. The shadows are already dancing with us. No, really. I can. I must do it. It's my fault if you... Not again, Eric. We already discussed that topic. You don't have to take the blame alone for what is happening to us. But you heard me. You heard me, honey. You heard like me, honey? You heard like me, honey. The man burned our home after... Our home were after me. They screamed, "Kill the bastard!" I'm the bastard. It's my burden to bear. Alone. Why did they call you that? That's a story I'd like to hear. If we weren't close to dying from starvation, of course. We should make traps. The forest must be full of tiny meat on legs. And full of big dangers. I prefer if you'd stay here with me. There's plenty to do at camp. Ugh, in your dreams, though. Yeah. Okay, we have some axes. We have some bags. We're good to cut some trees in the forest from now on. I'll let you take care of that. I don't have the muscle for it. You can help too, Moira. You must strengthen your body if you're too weak. I'm the sister who got the mind and you got the muscle. And I got both. Aha, you sure do, child. Cutting trees is tiresome, but hauling them back to camp is even more so. Anyone can help, but don't overdo it if you're too tired. You'll just end up hurting yourself. I just want to remind everyone that wood is our main resource and for crafting and keeping our fire. You don't say. So we shouldn't overlook keeping a steady supply of wood. Give everybody some water. I probably did it, but whatever. Okay, so you get some meat, you get some meat, you get some meat. I don't have a hanger, so I feel like all this fish is gonna go to waste. They also need to split whatever edible stuff they have. Different foods have different effects. Most food is perishable, so a good part of it will rot before the end of the night. They may be better off getting most of the value out of it right now. Drag and drop the food on each of them until satisfied, then proceed to the end of the night by clicking the next button. Yes, it all went to bed. Okay, so I'm going to make... Maybe not. Harvesting camp sounds better. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Use an item. This does sickness. 5, 5, 9. Okay, we're gonna go to the map. We're gonna go to the fungi tree and tree sap. You have the highest. You check the sap. It's sticky with a nice amber color and a sugary smell. You lick the sap and it tastes amazing. It's sweet as honey. Gather that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You empty your water gourd and fill it with delicious liquid. If you leave it to ferment, you'll produce a delightful mead. Check the fungi. You look at the fungus attached to the bark, puzzled. You can't remember what they're used for. You scratch your head. Ah! It's tinder. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! You separate the tinder from the bark with a knife. It smells like apple. The tree is not very good health, so finding branches is tricky. But you're up for the challenge. You start selecting healthy wood. Do do do. Scavenging. More wood. More rope. More fabric. Some more meat. Some healing plants. She is so bad at that. Kyrie returns home, running as if she saw a ghost in the forest. Mom! Dad! Everyone! Somebody! There's someone! A small group of armed men enters the camp. Eric and Bloodawed step up, raising their arms in sign of peace. Wolves are at the door. A huge muscular man walks in front of the group, a giant axe in his hand. 3 skulls are hanging from his leather belt. Welcome, stranger. We come in peace. Our ship is wrecked on the shore a few days ago. I wonder what Moira would say. She sounds like a fiery person. Ah, you talk like a woman, wimp. Say welcome to my axe, coward. And he says these words and he swings his axe with fury, wounding a surprised Eric, and then everyone charges into battle. Dun dun dun. And so we're gonna take these guys. Fights are turn-based. Characters with initiative value determining the turn order. Same initiative equal random order. You can check the turn order at the top of the screen. It is refreshed at the beginning of each turn. 2. About your health. You have 2 health bars. Lost gray healths above 10 HP won't have any lasting consequences on them. But each red heart 10 to 0 HP lost will result in more injury and chances to get a wound. Battle 3. Each skill requires its given character to be given in a row. They can easily switch between melee and range rows by using the move skill, but be aware that they cannot be considered in the range row if there isn't anyone in the melee one. Skills can apply various effects, mostly buffs and debuffs. Also notice that everyone has a chance to resist negative effects. Each skill requires a fixed amount of action points, AP, to be used. Action points. Those action points are refilled every turn. You can always end your turn early and get 1 extra AP for the next turn. The character must have at least 1 AP left to do so. So this one, I'm gonna move you back, and then use this. And then knives guy will go. Oh, maybe not. Never mind, it's a me problem. So I'm gonna use him to do that. And then we have 3, so I'm gonna go and use Berserk Attack, and I'm gonna use it on Plunderer. And then I'm going to use this on him. He is dead. Muhahaha. He's gonna chop me. So I'm just gonna use this on him. And he's dead skis. Hail to the Yale. We have a little more wood. The whole family fights valiantly until the giant man enters the fray with a loud, terrifying laugh. Ha 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 ha! Now for the slaughter! He screams. This is gonna not go well. Stun and repel. Ouch. Well, there was no winning that. Broken jaw. The giant man is covered in blood, sweat, and tears, his eyes twitching frantically. Ha 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 ha! See who's your master, huh? Freaking weaklings! I'm Bjorn Headcleaver, fools, and everything's on that island is mine. So you are mine, mud eaters. I'll explain just once, 'cause me don't like the talking. So keep your ears opened. You will live until I decide you're of no use to me, and that your tiny freaking hands will add to me collection. Every 7 moons on my stupid underlings will come, and you'll pay him tribute, understood? You're already lagging behind! I want 10 wood in 5 days. If I'm happy with what I receive, you may live another week, or maybe not. Understood, dimwits? Your life's mine, and there's no way out. Only for the Valley of Hell. Ha! And one last piece of advice. There are men of mine patrolling the woods. They'll attack you on sight. Can't help it, they must pay tribute too. So it's yeah. Farewell, peasants. If we meet again, believe me, it won't be a good sign for your stupid head. And then they left. Eric, Bloodwood, Kyrie, Moira didn't dare move for a while after Bjorn and his men were out of sight. After checking if everyone was more or less fine, they silently returned to their tasks. Was it shame? Or was it a pain? No one was in the mood to talk about what happened. Dirty clothes, search for the owner. These clothes may have been put to dry aeons ago, but they were not put there themselves, you decide to investigate what happened to the owner. You follow the sound of water to a small river. The owner lies there, crushed by a fallen tree. You soon find the cause of his predicament. A beaver dam stands across the riverbed. Death by beavers. What an unlucky bloke. Search the dam. Come on, come on, come on. Beep, beep. Yes. Well, at least you found some easy wood stockpile. You get as much wood as you can, weary of the furry residents. Yes. We're just gonna take the clothes. It's not a theft when you take someone else's garbage, is it? Take the clean ones only. You carefully check the clothes and only take the ones that don't smell like hell. And just the ones that smell bad. It's kind of an inconsistency because like they refer to hell with one L and a capital H, but then like they say hell with two L's and a lowercase h afterwards. Like I'm not. Maybe I'm just being picky. You get in the house. We just won't have that much wood. Do you want some chips? Harvesting camp. There's a lot of food groves. Yay! We have a fruit grove. Hell yeah! We can now search the beach. Now let's search the beach. Open it carefully. You won't let a heavy golden padlock prevent you from opening the chest. Come on, we can do it, we can do it. Yes, yes. Oh shit. You sit on the sand and start working on the padlock. It takes you time, but eventually you unlock it. When you open it, an orange mist comes out. It burns your eyes and throat. We fall back. Water. You need water now. Wow. When your sight's clear, you notice a trap you didn't incapacitate you. You notice the trap didn't only incapacitate you, but you also ruined the contents. Salvage whatever you can. Damn. Back to camp. So we don't have a whole lot of water. We will end the day. We should talk about, you know. It hurts so much, Mom. I'll lose my leg for sure. Don't exaggerate, child. Moira, can't you do something for her wounds? Here. These are my last potions. Don't waste them on Kyrie. She's young. She'll get over it. Winky face. Meh. Mom. Sorry, I couldn't protect you all. It's not your fault, Dad. They were just too strong. When I said it, I hoped the island is inhabited. Loki spoke through me, I guess. We're still alive, so there's still hope. There's always hope. But what do you think? Was he serious with his tribute thing? I think he was dead serious. We should prepare this week's payment. 10 wood. You are very silent, Eric. What do you think? I was thinking about the future. We'll be fine. We'll work hard. We'll deliver these tributes, I'm sure of it. Yeah, another ray of hope. Is that what we may find? Some helping hands on this island? Or another foe? But I agree, we should definitely explore this island and find some help. I fear that on our own, we are in an easy prey. Yes, you said it, Mum. Tomorrow I'll go and find this damn camp. We'll be able to gather some fruit now. They aren't too hard to find, but not too heavy to bring back to camp. Just be sure to only pick up the edible ones. Yeah, and how do we know that? Ask me first. But what if you're not here? I'll give you some of my secrets. Listen well. First, you rub it on your skin. If your arm turns red, it's not good. If not, you can rub it on your lips. If you don't feel anything, you can put it in your mouth. But don't swallow. Chew it slowly for a while and see what happens. If you're still alive, you can eat some, but not too much. Wait until the next day. If you're not sick, the fruit is edible. What a pain in the ass. Ugh, no way. Listen to Moira, child, or you'll feel a pain in the ass. My axe. Don't forget, we can also make juice out of the fruit we gather. When the water is lacking, it can come in handy. I guess I gotta get a fruit press or something. That's all we can do for now. Share the food! You get some of this, you get some of that, you get some of this, you get some of that. Have some more meat? Come on, choo choo meat train! Choo choo! It's gonna go bad anyway, so just eat your fill. Deciding the cheap. So I think I'm going to end today's Let's Play right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything, and I'll see you guys later.